What's good, ladies and gents? It's another day of backtesting until I'm profitable. Day 145. We're on September 16th. And yeah, I'm really getting detailed with the process of putting work in. But it's getting pretty boring here at home. So I'm looking for ways I can get back to the gym. I'm thinking maybe not back into boxing, but if I get back into boxing is also okay. But I'm looking for something that would related to weight loss, because I'm currently getting a little bit fat. So I am looking out for that. Anyways, without a delay, let's get started. So we'll be doing this 2022 ICT futures model. With the daily time frame, I like to put thank you only. Okay, so what is this looking like? The bullish. It was swept liquidity, shifted, and then now we're starting to ride higher. And we didn't reach to this low, it left behind some equal lows, but I would like to see this as a push. Oh, it's raining heavily here. I'd like to see this as a push to the upside. Maybe take out this high. It still looks bullish to me, except if market would like to put in some SMTs where there are some, but it's still looking pretty bullish on the day. So it's 9:21 just before market open. Well, on the daily there's not much, except that if we drop, then we will be heading to this gap here, this fair value gap here. But I'm still focused on the highs getting taken out. So this, and could also be regressing to this down close candle. It's not a block. Yeah, so there's buy side here, there is buy side here, come on, buy side here and buy side here. So we're on Wednesday, so it's probably expansion day. And what news do we have throughout the week? So 23rd March, we have Fed Chair Powell speech. When? It happened at 6, at 8:30. Oh, is it because we're on the first? So it happened at 8:30, which means since we're already done with that, then we could probably reject this gap here and then just start pushing higher. Now I'd like to use the 1 hour here. Have a swing low. When we put the fib, we can find some gaps inside of here. Let's use the midnight open and see. So midnight open, we're on Wednesday, right? So midnight open is probably somewhere around here. So here's the midnight open. We're currently below the midnight open, so it wouldn't be a surprise if we could just go lower off of this gap after taking out these lows from yesterday, rejecting and pushing higher. And down to 15-minute. On the 15-minute time frame, we just have this sweep here. Very small, run on lows. Maybe we could have a rejection to the upside for me to take an entry, but so far it's looking good. Market opens, puts in and drops lower. Let's see, are we gonna reject this 1 hour gap though? To end up putting in multiple sweeps internally here. How's this looking like? Okay, pretty much the same thing. Okay, so was this like some retracement to OTE? This swing lower, let's see. well, we can say it was. Let's see. So do you have a fair value gap? Well, there's this small gap here. Let's close this. Let's shift, internal shift. We can wait for a re-entry somewhere around there. And you can see we trace into the gap, so entry here, stop, or it could be really low, but here it's looking really good and very possible to go higher. So let's to run these eco highs and this liquidity resting along here, possibly like 1 to 2 there, or 1 to 3 at those highs. How's the terminal looking like? Yeah, I have this beautiful gap there. Wait a minute, I risked a half. I think I saw myself risking a half. Let's take another entry. Why is this delaying? Let's keep the screenshot. Come on. Okay. So it has moved 50%. We moved stop somewhere around there. And has ES taken out this high? Not yet, which means we still have the potential to go higher. Let's check. Do we have any constraint that could block in the 1 hour? I still don't think so. Let's just let it ride, man. Back to 1 minute. Looks like it's gone. It had some better consolidation inside there. Ends up returning back to break even, then starts pushing higher. We're a little bit close to lunch hour. And we fell short of the full target, but let's see. If S did take it, then we could also close the position right there, because you can see we're somewhere around there. Oh, it was actually here. This one was this side that we were marked that could be taken out. Put on the lows, yeah. Another good reason for here is because when you put the fib, it's premium. Now we haven't reached this high as well on ES, so instead of playing around with the position, let's move the stops to break even and see that's the full move deliver. And then we hit TP beautifully there. So we can also let it move until there. Let's see. I still think that it could, but line shower is at a crazy time. So you can see we hit full TP. Now imagine if your broker had really wide spreads, you could end up suffering with this move here, which happened to me sometimes. So I think it's a really good thing to also let your rage play out and see what works for you, because you can see the moment lines comes in, we drop, and I think we're gonna have some kind of consolidation, but we'll look into that later. I'm just testing the AM session. And let's go back to 1H. Look at what just happened here. Look at this Bro, this is crazy. So imagine if I had held until here. So the low-hanging fruit, perfect objective. Low-hanging fruit is the perfect objective. Anyways, so it's a new day. Let's do another analysis. Well, the day ended up closing bearish, but that doesn't still mean we're bearish. Why? It's down close candle, and I'm still quite bullish until the market proves me otherwise. Now, when I go down to 4H, let's see how it's looking like. So we're still in this huge 4-hour fair value gap, as you can see, and we have some kind of series of down close candles that price will potentially drop into, but it's still looking bullish here. So you can mark this gap. So there's this one, but let's just mark this one here because it's more close to discount than this one here. Let me go below the 1 hour. Look at this rejection of the fair value gap. So price is still looking bullish, and even if it could drop, then we could have a trade at least in 2 premium levels, such as this other block. So this potential target or some inside here. Well, when we go to 1 hour, let's see if we can have some 1 hour targets over. So here is a target, this hourly high, or even this one as well. So let's go to the 15 minutes and see. I'd like to see some lows get taken out inside there, then we reject, because you can see in the 1 hour we have an internal gap here. See, relatively equal lows there. So if we can take them out, then rebalance this move, and then potentially push higher. So what news did we have today? We had durable goods orders, and it was red folder. Did you trade? Yes. Anyways, I think this is it. Let's see if we can trade this market. Ooh, very aggressive drop. So it's on both assets. You can see when we go to the 15 minute, we had a beautiful sweep of these lows here. And it's pretty much the same thing with what happened with ES. So there is no high except this one here internally. So this will be the only place where you get a shift, because here we have a lower low, and this is high. So let's see, we also put in a shift here to retrace to some kind of discount. First, let's see the midnight open, because if we're close to midnight open, then sometimes we couldn't retrace the discount. So let's also take a lesson from that. Where is midnight open? Midnight open was on this candle here. So this was midnight open, and the funny thing is that we're close to midnight open, so we might not fully retrace lower, but this gap is interesting to me, this one here. Let's see if we can touch it, even if it will be a tick. Okay, you can see we fully now pinch it, which means, okay, now the color green is getting way too much. Okay, so like place my entry inside here, stop below this candle. Yeah, let's make it a little bit shorter though. Now the targets relatively equal highs, taking out relatively equal highs, so from liquidity to liquidity. So 2 are there, and this is also it's a really good target. 2 will make it out here. Let's see how the market moves. So full to 1%. Boom. And looks like we're gonna hit SL here. Very quick call. Let's see the 15. So 15 provides a pull here. We're now somewhere inside here. 1 hour. So it goes below the stop. So let's see, do we end up pushing higher as we are thinking? See this gap was validated here. End up dropping into this one and taking that this low. Putting in another internal sweep. Now we're gonna do it like this. So it's up below here, putting in an SMT. This is 1 hour. Very good. 15. Well, 15 is very surprising. I'm still looking for buys. And right here haven't shifted significantly yet, but if it will be placing through this beautiful gap here, this one here, it will take another 1% buy. I'm just touching. It's really pissing me off. It's really close, really close. So we end up going higher without an entry on the gap, and let's see, we go back to 15. Didn't get any replacement. Let's reanalyze this. Shift so somewhere around there, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's see, goes on the discount, and we were still somewhere above in that open. So I think this was the that open, right? It was the that open. But I'm grateful that it ended up panning out higher, even though I didn't get an entry, but internally, got a block, sweep, shift, retracement into the gap. I was so obsessed on seeing it drop here that I didn't see that, but yeah, it is what it is. You'll miss entries. They took out yesterday's PM session low, and it was also Fed shares pulse that day. Okay, so what could we get from that? I really don't know. Anyways, I think PM session is also set to be bullish. I'm not taking a trade there, I'm just gonna be observing what will be happening. End up taking out the full buy side liquidity on NQ. This entry really angered me. I mean, it fell short of the fair value gap here, but let's see how was ES reacting to it, because it also had a high here. from this low here to this here. Let's see what this is doing. So we had an SMT internal sweep is looks like that, and then we put in this move there, push higher. Oh, sorry. Let's see again. Push higher, then we drop into this gap here. So this would have been a good opportunity, but you can see pushed premium back into this gap here and fly. Another entry inside here, and price starts moving to the upside as well. So hoping to stay open. Alright. Really need an office chair. I can, dance around all I want. So we're now above this high, and yeah, we're still bullish. I'm not looking for anything to make me sell except if the market shows me. So let's see what will be the targets for today. Probably above this high if we become extremely bullish, or the TGIF setup presents itself. Let's see how the weekly profile is looking like. I don't know why I don't think the market could reach there. Let's just put a line somewhere around here. Yeah, let's go back to daily. So this is the potential level we could retrace to if the TGIF setup presents itself. But this kind of move, do we have any news today? I have a Fed post speech, nothing much. So this can make it close to the gap because it will be a potential gap to retrace to this close to here. Small one, but a gap is a gap. Now I have this fair value gap here. It's making price reject. So I'm really against the idea of market dropping here. I'm against it. Okay, sometimes TGIF doesn't work all the time. Not every week we close around the range. Maybe this one might, but I don't think it's something that happens frequently. Anyways, order block here, fair value gap internally. So this one will be our fulcrum. Should I call it fulcrum? Yeah, fulcrum. So potential targets, got this good buy side level, and yeah, if not that, then we'd look for other standard deviation targets. If we do like this. Somewhere around there, you see. But also Asia range could have given us the fib levels. I don't know why they don't have the ICT everything. What are they called? Indicators. But yeah, no need for it. Yeah, let's go down to 15. This is the 1 hour fair value gap here, coinciding with this beautiful candle, and we could also take out this low. So opportunity on opportunity, and we end up dropping aggressively without any entry. I'd like to see why though. So could price be retracing to the range of Friday's move? Let's see. And then we fall short of it. So drop again below here. Okay, now we shift structure. Let's see where the midnight open is. How can I zoom this out? Okay. So this is the open here. So we're now below the midnight opening price, but we could also be rejecting this 5-minute gap, but you know, this will look good. Sweep SMT, fell short of this low though. I think it's gonna go higher. Let's just play it and see. Another retracement, so I think I'd go in here. Let's take a trade inside there. Stop quite of a big one, kind of below there. Target here and there. Ooh. Don't tell me it's gonna go higher after this painful kind of just created. Very ugly, man. And then it ends up dropping one more time. To the lows, so we were wrong. Let's see what happened the day before. So ended up becoming, you know, an indecision. This one was the Friday's trading. It ended up going higher, and they didn't achieve our target, but dropped and started going higher again. Okay, I hope the week closed though. I'm pretty sure the week didn't, you know, close in the TGIF stuff. So TGIF, you see, it didn't, you know, close in that range. Now I have like the 1 hour, sorry, daily with the analysis. Okay, new week. We're in this the block. So I would like to wait and see what the market tells me, but so far let's see how our analytics looking like. I'm pretty much screwed up, but yeah, analytics are analytics. You can see the graph is still, chopping up. What? What's wrong with ES? We're kind of up. We're up this kind of here. We are up of previous day high or Friday's high on ES but NQSM. So we could potentially drop, but I'm seeing us rejecting the consumer encroachment of Friday's week. This one here, let's put it on consequent encroachment. You can see tapped into it, then start rejecting down 4H. Yeah, this was Friday move. And this is Monday's move. Okay, so we have a fair value gap, couple fair value gaps there. So potential target this high here. And if we manage to break out of this other block, then we could now start targeting that high there. And let's see what kind of week are we in. We are in NFP week. It's 28th March. Obviously, you have NFP on Friday. What's this? PMI, non-farm payrolls at 8:30, PMI at 10. And this is ISM, Manufacturing Employment Index at 10. And many more. And this one here, gross domestic product. This is last week, so yeah, it's a no news Monday. Yep, no news Monday. So if we go slow, there is a reason. And on Tuesday we have gross domestic product. Nice. So let's drop and see retracement, some fair value gap there, and also this week I think we hit consequent encroachment. And so where are we in price? We've shifted structure here. And we've got a beautiful block here. This block here. We might not reach it, maybe because we've already tapped into this small gap here. But it's the other block here. Up to the 15. No, my yawning. I'm kind of hungry. Other block, don't have any liquidity resting here, so if we drop somewhere around there, it's understandable. I just want to see any reason to go high. No, not to go high, for price to go higher, not me. Market is about to open, and it opens extremely bullish, leaving us behind. No trade. Let's see how the 15 is actually looking clean. So we could have entered pre-market. This is one of the times where entering pre-market is a cool thing. As you can see now, every level gets hit. And we didn't even reach the order block. And here, let's see, can you find the buy inside here? Sweep liquidity in a fair value gap. We wouldn't retrace the full discount. We have buy side, and I got the 1 hour. Do we have a reason to go lower? I don't think so. Fair value gap, sweep, we've shifted internally, and let's say we take an entry there. But since this is kind of a miscellaneous thing, it's risk off. Take a dumb loss inside there and go back to 5. Can we enter? If this is discount, I will re-enter honestly. Discount, we're rejecting internally, we're putting another purple gap and rejecting it. Re-entry, man. Stop there, take profit here. Got a pretty good push. Whoa, what happened here? One News Monday is tripping us up for real. I think it was like some stop consumption method for people who move their stock up. And we have a big S&T. I don't know if we're gonna hold to the upside or if we're gonna drop. And yeah, we're done for this day. Too crazy forced entries, I can say. Were they forced though? Well, they were pretty good, but yeah. Anyways, on the next day we are already flying above this. When I go down to 1 hour, 4H. First buy side target hit. Actually, it was hit yesterday. Though. Close it on Tuesday. 1 hour. Okay, opens, rallies. Into the gap. So far from midnight open. Had this retracement to discount after the ship, but I don't see any clear sweep, so I'd rather wait, man. And the sweep this internal one, we fall short of this one here. So we're close to discount still. Like, we were this close. Okay, now that we've tapped discount, let's see, these few remaining minutes we can find some internal buys potentially. So now the problems with my backtesting sessions, I take wins and then I give them all back, and then we have another internal sweep. So that's the thing I think is really bad with my backtesting sessions. I take wins and then I end up giving them back. Like, we were around 17k and now we're at 11k. But, it's all for the purpose of like learning. Maybe I'll shorten them if that's what solves it, but I'll keep on learning day by day. Why is it delaying? I can sleep. Can we get the full move before lunch, or it's just gonna kill us? Now we're in lunch hour, which I don't trade. That's why I really would like to close this position. By the way, I wonder why I risked half. I thought I risked like the full thing. What day are we at? Tuesday, 13:00. and it doesn't look like it's gonna go higher, man. Let's just close this small break even, or let it go to the stop loss. PM session, not my cup of tea though. Also don't have any news drivers in the PM session, so I would expect some consolidation. So I close it fully, even though it could go in my position, but yeah, let's be open to anything to happen. It ends up going higher. So I could have held it, but yeah, that urge of avoiding losses kept kicking in. Oh yeah. So I think I should set like some SL or TP rule. Anything else in between? No. I don't know. Is that rule really necessary though? Let's see if there's anything. Okay, let's ask. Should I like? Chat is taking a really long time to load. Let's get back. I really hate it when my positions do this, man. I was very on point on the analysis. End up closing at break even. But yeah, it's so crazy. And yeah, this was a really long session. 50 minutes. Pretty close to our goal. Still learning to push consistently. But we can actually continue. Let's just take a 5-minute break and we'll be back. Be blessed. 5-minute break, I'll be back. Okay, we're back after the break. Okay, back. Okay, so this day was really funny, but well, we didn't trade the PM session. The morning session was shit, but let's go to the next one. So daily. Alright, so next day. We're already above this high or close, and I'm bullish again until the market proves me otherwise. And another thing is that, well, we've got this gap here, fair value gap. So let me give this like 2 pixels like this. Fair value gap here, the cool reject if we continue pushing higher. And yeah, other than that, it's still looking bullish to me on the 4 hour. Fora is showing nothing, extremely nothing. Okay, so Fora is absolutely showing nothing, as I had said. Any close PDA raise will be this. Now down to 1 hour, we're in this down plus order block. So I'd like to see it get rejected and probably continue higher. Don't see a reason we could go lower, except if the market tells us that it's going lower. Yeah, and we're in this gap, dropped into it. Let's be waiting here. What news happened? So at 8:30 we had gross domestic product and the ADP employment change at what time is this? 8:15. Let's wait for the open. Market opens pushing extremely high, and we can zoom in. You see, from this roll here to the high, discount will be somewhere inside there, and you can take an entry inside of there. So let's see, 4 minute, no fair value gap except for this one. 3 minute, this one would look beautiful. So 5 minute, we've already swept the liquidity here, pushed higher, shifted and retraced lower. I think for this whole move, this is discount and could potentially be OTE as well. So the reason I'm hesitating is because we're in the first few minutes of the open, so let's wait a little bit. Now back up on the 15. We're in the macro, just hit this gap inside here. Let's go the high there. So drop close to this low here. We go up on the 5 minute. You can see this sweep was already here, so we won't need any other sweep. All we need is a better entry, I think. So here could have been a better entry, it's a 10, but here we can also get another better entry, I think. So I've got a 3-minute gap here. I could potentially reject, and I think, yeah, potential targets are here and there. So entry, target there, and when you put in a zoom, you can put it right below the gap, somewhere on there, 412. Problem is that when I continue, taking the trades, I end up losing everything. The good part is that I learn. The bad part is that I have a trade. It's delaying. Delaying. I end up getting stopped out after flooding a good amount from profits. So we drop and we end up taking out this low once more. This one here. And I think we're still in the 15-minute gap. Very cool feed doing the push replacement, so let's not do anything crazy inside here. Recently closed bearish, now bullish move as we expected, and yeah, happens. Also took out this high like ES did, and since we've closed bearish there, I'm still bullish long term, but we can have a replacement into some potential gaps inside here. So where to? Is probably this thing here or this one here. So 4 hour, I like to see this low from yesterday get taken out. And this Thursday, do you have any news? Just some low impact. To take out this one maybe, or we can also not do it, but I'm just looking for bullish prices. Any reason to go high? Any reason for price to go higher? So pretty close to this low here. Did ES take it out already? Let's wait for it to load. Okay, ES hasn't taken it out yet as well. And then NQ does take it out. Okay, now that we've started rejecting, ES could provide better entries, I think. It's possible because it's the weak one. But where we find an entry, we'll take it. Okay, so when we put this on a measure, you can see we have another block that we're tracing to, so we sweep shift retracement to another block. Place some buys inside there, stop loss on below, target highs. It's not 2000. Let's take another one like that. It's delaying. Now up on the 15. Honestly, it looks like a retracement into this gap at 9:30, but then when you see the sweep there, it tells you that something could be going on. Took out this low, 1 hour fair value gap. Okay, let's see the opening price. Might not help, but see where we at. So opening price right there. So I have an SMT. Price is absolutely rejecting, so let's just wait for it to do its thing. If it gets stopped out, it's that, and if we win this, it's a GG's. So we end up not taking out those. Did ES take them out? These highs here, yes. How about this one? Nope. Still bullish. Close to launch. Come on, man. Why this consolidation? Look at how price was moving. Slowly, slow and steady. Anyways, when we look at this move though, you can see it retraced to premium. So getting stopped out is a possible thing here. So we're never getting anywhere above 10% of this account. That's why I'm saying that the graph is crazy. Let's check it. 35% rate was at 36 at some place. So to look at how it was today, sometime we reached 24, then boom, started dancing around. We were up 4% and we ended up losing it all. Very ugly. Yeah, so I'll keep learning. How can you make 10% in a month? So first off, I break a rule and broke a rule and traded in lunch. So that's on me. So I'm still a student of the market, so can't neglect anything. Everything is an experience. And it's still raining. It's crazy here. guess that's why we're losing more money. Anyway, we're in a daily fair value gap bullish. Probably we'll get this daily thing. And there's also this kind of 4 hour gap as well. 1 hour. Well, this gap here. 4 hour. Did we at least hit the placement of in the week? Yep, we did. So we'll potentially have some bullish prices here. Take an internal low. So if we start pushing high at the open, when the market opens, some easy price action. Oh, that's doing the bloodbath thing. Move all I know is that we're closing this range. It will be abstain from trading this day. All I know is that we're closing the range. So what a small sweet shift placement to attack. Putting this huge crazy S&P 1030 and that total cap placement. Since NQ's weak, we can take a small buy towards the high here or even the high there. Let's see, will it return back to the sort of like so if we're gonna lose it all or we'll make it all. I don't know. One situation, is it? Stop this 1%. Lose it, go home, make it. Wasn't good. There was no need to it. Yeah. Resisting the leg is sure. In this day, it's looking pretty bullish. Low hanging fruit. So low hanging fruit is this. Don't go 1 hour. Placements are not blocked on the fairly gap. Market opens, forms an SMT inside of this Beverly gap, and internally not getting anything yet. And we end up hitting the target on zero notice. And persons are breaking higher without us. But actually, when we check on the 15, we can take a swing. Should I call it a swing or a day trade? Somewhere inside here. So take a trade inside here, pre-market, and put your stop somewhere around there, and let the probabilities play, because it's possible the market could open with a bullish momentum without the need to come and take out this, but instead directly push higher to the highs. So yeah, that's what happened. I gotta learn that you can also trade pre-market. I think I just said to that. So this was a pretty crazy session. We pushed higher and ended up dropping lower. Happens. So this is one of the testimonies to tell on the interviews that I'll be attending, I guess. So until next time.